What's up everybody, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we're renovating the Slip 42 tiny home in Strangerville, and I usually don't play in Strangerville. I use a lot of the stuff when I'm building, but I never actually play there because the people freak me out. And I like Strangerville. It's an okay pack. The gameplay as far as like killing the mother plant and everything is kind of difficult. I never really have as many friends and family as you need to get that far because you actually have to recruit people to help you kill the mother plant, and it's just a little bit difficult, so I don't usually play with it. And there was already a randomized townie living here, so I gave her a makeover and then started renovating. I wanted it to look like a really crappy on the outside and then very nice on the inside. I wanted it to make it seem like she was almost like trying to get the mother plant, and like she set up this secret base to blend in with the Strangerville people. And with this listening device thing, you can actually plant bugs on other Sims and listen to like their conversations to find out more information on how to kill the mother plant and how to gain access to the secret lab. It's been a really long time since I've played Strangerville, and I'm honestly kind of thinking about doing a let's play of it, just like a mini one, like a one-off episode. I was thinking about the possibility of doing that in like my Not So Berry challenge because my Not So Berry sim is a scientist right now. I don't know, I'm afraid of her like dying and then not being able to complete her generation, and then I'd like lose the challenge and have to start over. That happened to me once with my Peach Gen sim when I was just playing it on my own before I actually started making YouTube videos. She laughed herself to death, and she was in the comedian career, so I had to practice her comedy skill for her career, and but I still finished her generation. I just brought her back in the household as a ghost and finished up the last levels of her career. But she would literally like stop doing what she was doing sometimes and like laugh at the fact that she died from laughing, which I think is just hilarious. We're working on the bathroom here. I decided to use one of these showers from Snowy Escape just so that there's a lot more space in here. We don't really have a ton of tiles. Like I said, it's only 42 tiles. It's a micro home, or the second tier of the tiny homes, and your Sims can gain skills like twice as fast, which is really nice, which is why I like playing in tiny homes, as well as the fact that you get reduced bills, which is really nice, especially if you're trying to do like a rags to riches where you need as much money as you possibly can. So our tester sim today is Stacy Ruth, and like I mentioned earlier, she was just a randomly generated townie that moved in with neighborhood stories. So I went in and gave her a little bit of a makeover because she was wearing like a mechanic suit when I first found her, which like there's nothing wrong with that, but she's trying to blend into the Strangerville surroundings, and that kind of sticks out and makes you look a little bit suspicious, especially since cars don't exist in the game, so it's like, what are you repairing? She has the squeamish, creative, and materialistic traits. She has the fabulously wealthy aspiration, which gives her the business savvy bonus trait. She had a few likes already. Those are guitar, comedy, and painting, and I will upload her on my gallery as well as this build. It's just Darth_Jeswick if you're looking for it. I really like this rug from Strangerville, so I used it in the bedroom, and then I changed a swatch and then used it in the living room. I just changed the swatch to a different color so that it didn't look so samey. And then we're gonna put some lights and stuff in here, rearrange our kitchen a little bit so that we have a sink in here. And then I'm also gonna add like a wall to make it seem like our couches are a little bit more built in. And then we'll start getting into some of the cluttering here. I put a bunch of boxes underneath this table here to make it seem like she was maybe hiding information. And there's also a rug from Strangerville that looks like, you know, secret folders and files and stuff like that. So I put that in the living room to make it seem like she maybe pulled a bunch of it out and just like spread it out on the floor to try and look at it all. And I just added a bunch of file boxes anyway, as well as this like little game board, you know, to occupy herself while she was waiting for people to talk, especially if she has them bugged. And I also switched up our outro music for this one today too. It's kind of got some voices in the background, just so you're prepared for that. Like, you're not going crazy, I'm just pretending it's the people that she's listening to. I really wanted to have the record player and the milk crate full of records, but it just didn't fit. The record player doesn't really slot to a whole lot of things, so I had to alt place it and it was floating, so it just didn't work. Plus we also have the TV from Tiny Living, which is also a radio and a bookshelf, so we don't really need another one. So I decided to use the space to add a dresser because there was no dresser or mirror in this build when I first got in here. So it's technically not functional. You can't actually go into CAS unless you're like shift clicking on your sim. which not everybody knows about, so I decided to add a dresser. And there's also a mirror in the bathroom. It's just super frustrating when builds don't have stuff like that. Like, it's a basic thing to have a dresser and a mirror in a build, especially if you're not familiar with like the base game or Strangerville or how build mode works. I just want to have everything that your sim will need ready for you when I do my builds, so that you can just download it and immediately start playing. It's just something I noticed with a lot of Strangerville builds in general. They're unfinished or they're very empty. Like, this home was well under starter home budget, so it's not like they couldn't afford a mirror in here. It's just whoever built it just forgot to place one or didn't place one, which again is frustrating because they're putting in this in every single person's game and it's not done. We're moving on to the outside of the build though. I got a grill, a picnic table, the clothesline, and wash bin from laundry day. I want to say I added a hamper, but I don't remember. Here I am ranting about how EA forgets a bunch of stuff, and then I forget if I put a hamper in my build to make the laundry functional. But that is just about all for today's speed build. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to hit that like button because it really helps out. I try to upload a couple videos every week, so subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next video. Dag dag!
Ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.